that's why with all like the makeup and stuff, there is something off about her, even more so than, you know, her already that she has the disease. I forget what she has in the movie, but when you look at the close-up shots, you're like, oh, there's like something there that you can't quite put your finger on, and that's because she's a man. I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that drops in April of next year. Check it out. Check out the trailer.
Coming up. Anything else before we drop into the recommendations for the week?
I don't know. I think that's pretty much. Or, what about the craziness that's Kanye West? Like, he needs to slow down.
Go sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Anyways, if you haven't seen, go inform yourself of the people that other people call role models, quote unquote.
And last weekend, speaking of that, we had the McGregor-Khabib fight.
Yeah.
Which was an insanity, turned into some like world star hip hop type stuff for WWE. You know, it was like, what am I watching?
Yeah, that guy, the winner, he won. Like, dude, you won. Like, why go off the rails like that? Literally,
yeah, it's like he like overshadowed his own win with his anger. And now everybody's only talking about the aftermath as opposed to the fact that he won fair and square. Yeah. He, you know, and I don't know, I'm sure it's changed by now. I hope, or at least I hope, but they didn't pay him yet because of that stuff. And then I don't think they gave him his belt either. Oh
yeah, I read that they didn't want to hand him the belt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't give him his purse. They paid McGregor already. There's some confusion.
I mean, I thought, to speak of like, to lose, like, he lost his last match, right? That boxing match?
Yeah, but I don't think that didn't count.
But I'm saying, like, he's just, like, lost.
Coming off another... Yeah.
Another loss, you know? Uh-huh. I feel like he took it, like, he's professional about it. Good for him.
The whole thing with Khabib... So his people are protecting him, saying he reacted the way that he did, or his outburst was because McGregor I don't know if you heard about this, but he attacked a tour bus with a bunch of Khabib's boys on it and stuff, and injured a bunch of people and shattered some glass and stuff. And they were saying that you know, and of course there's a lot of trash talking for the fights. To get, you know, I guess get hype surrounding it. So they're saying that that's why that happened. But still, it was definitely an overreaction, right?
I'm professional too. Come on, dude. This is still your job.
Yeah, because he could, you know, a lot of things could come from this. Because it's never, I've never seen anything quite like that. In a match.
He jumped over the cage, launched himself into the audience. It was crazy. If you haven't seen the footage, go check it out.
Yeah, try to find the recap. You'll
be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
you'll be surprised.
Launched himself on
the
dude in the crowd. It was nuts, and they went at it. It's like, dude, how do you even have this energy? You just went so many rounds, and you're like full
adrenaline.
It was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's covered it.
All right, then we'll move into our weekly recs.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
All right, so I'll go first. So my first one is Little Monsters from 1989, the year that I was born.
Whatever, just trying to say you're still 29.
The film stars Fred Savage of The Wonder Years and Howie Mandel of Bobby's World, and he's a famous comedian. What was the show that he did for so long?
Oh, I can't remember the name.
I don't know, but he's
Isn't it the suitcase show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
Well, sorry guys. But no, he's a famous germaphobe now. And if you watch this movie, they do a lot of really kind of disgusting stuff. So it's interesting to see how like he was before, I guess, or what he was able to do. You know, these things develop. But in any case, Little Monsters.
Deal or No Deal. That's what it was.
There we go.
Deal or No Deal. Jeez, sorry. Yeah. Oh, and now he's on America's Got Talent.
Smooth save.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out this movie. It's basically about it follows a young boy as he befriends a monster from under his bed, who then shows him an entirely new world. It's pretty good. I think I showed you this film
I've seen it. Yeah.
a couple years ago. It's definitely really a really cool gateway horror film. The way that Hocus Pocus or Halloween Town.
Yes, it's very much in that same tone.
Because they have a lot of creepy, grotesque monsters and stuff, but a lot of lightheartedness. Like how would I say it? It's kind of like a darker Goonies, or that's where it turns into, I think. But yeah, it's great 80s. Some vintage stuff, so check that out. Rent it for Halloween. And then my second one is going down to the darker end of the spectrum. It's Ginger Snaps.
Yeah.
From way back in 2000. I can't believe it's been
2000. I was trying to remember when I saw that movie because I've only seen it once and not twice. I just saw it and we just saw it. And
Is there a Ginger Snaps 2?
There's two more, I believe,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and they're both of the same sisters are in them.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a couple more afterwards.
interesting. But anyway, going Ginger Snaps. Yeah, Ginger Snaps. It's about two teenage girls who have a fascination with death. They find themselves entangled with a werewolf virus.
Yeah, okay. I forgot how good this movie was. And it has an 89 on Rotten. That's pretty good for that type of movie.
Yeah, this is definitely it has, although everything really, really works for it, it has this kind of low budget
Extra low budget.
yeah, like a low budget feel, but it's charming. And it's really hard to describe. It's something you have to experience the film for yourself to see what we're talking about. But it's really, really good.
That intro alone, the first 15 minutes or like first 10 minutes, and then it cuts to the credits, and it's like the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, what does it say that the girls are fascinated by death?
Mm-hmm.
That's an understatement.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah, that's oh, you wrote that. Okay. That's an understatement because the girls are like obsessed on like a different level with death and dying and like suicide and just dying in like morbid ways and like the most gruesome ways.
It's really kind of like a testament to coming of age films and how people struggle with mental health. And then they throw in that kind of dash of horror on there, on this kind of all of this, these teenage angst feelings that we all can relate to at some point in our life, and it really translates super well.
It's very relatable. It has all that like high school
drama,
like, you know, bullies and love and dealing with your parents
and
at a teenage
experimenting.
age. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it hits all the high notes. It's got some really cool effects. The way that they go about the werewolf mythology in this one is really cool. Although if you're a dog lover, I can't say it might be a little disturbing. But if you can, if you're able to distinguish reality from fiction,
They're
then
not so good to the dog.
then you'll be good. But yeah, Ginger Snaps is amazing, and I was really glad that it's kind of withstood the test of time. It's really it feels like a classic to me. There wasn't really anything that I had a bone to pick with when it ended. It was, and it's got some really tense, kind of scary parts, and some really superb acting from Emily Perkins and Catherine Isabel. I believe.
Catherine, she plays that character so well, and then they play off Emily Perkins plays off of her really well. Both of them have really good chemistry in this movie.
Those two definitely make the movie shine for sure. And this was directed by John Fosse. So go check it out. I don't think it's streaming anywhere that I'm aware of.
I would say it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that it's like a hidden gem.
Yes, definitely.
Is it even on Blu-ray? I don't think
I've ever seen it on Blu-ray. I think I've seen it on DVD. I think I've seen it on Amazon, but where you have to pay to rent it, or you have to pay. It's not Amazon Prime.
Okay, I got you. Just the regular streaming service or renting service. Cool. So check out
Ginger Snaps
and Little Monsters. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure. Yeah. I'll recommend another film with Catherine Isabel called American Mary, which not a lot of people know about. It doesn't really have a great review on Rotten Tomatoes.
What is it?
59%.
Okay.
But it's good. Directed by the Soska sisters.
Who are big names in the horror genre for all of you guys who don't know. Check out their work.
Yeah, so a little bit about the film. American Mary is a darkly twisted tale of bloody rape, violent revenge, grotesque medical procedures. After Mary is betrayed and brutalized by one of her professors, medical student Mary Mason's life takes a downward turn as she becomes a sawbones for the local mob after she stumbles into a seedy burlesque bar looking for work.
Because she's basically a broke medical student.
Yes.
Looking for something to get by. Because she's hungry. She doesn't have pretty much anything.
It actually goes into... it fits a lot of the social tone that we kind of have going on right now with the Me Too movement and the whole Kavanaugh thing and all that. It fits into that, all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you're saying it's like predicted where we're at now?
Kind of. So something happens to her, not to spoil the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
She's on track to become a doctor. She's doing great. She gets recognition from one of her medical professors, and is invited over to I would say maybe like low-key party with the high ups, the doctors, the important people. So people take advantage of her, and that causes trauma. And then she goes, downward spiral. She can't pay her tuition, and she becomes, she gets into the body modification, and because she is a doctor, and she's a pretty good doctor, but she didn't actually graduate from school, but she's still using her talent to go into this other world that's not very well known. Body modification, and where,
she basically will do things that you're
advice against, and regular doctors won't do.
Yeah.
You know,
the stuff that they're like, no, we can't do this because